goals have to have actions. And otherwise it's just a dream, bro.
Yes, guys, welcome back. Another episode, Think Differently videocast. So today's episode is closing. We're just gonna close it off today. We're wrapping off the 2020 production schedule. We're going into production break, guys. You know, it's festive season, December's coming up, so schedules are becoming a bit more hectic now.
Yep.
It's going to be difficult to post content consistently like you would have, and obviously we know that you guys might not have time to watch it as well because, you know, people are busy. So yeah, we're wrapping it up today, guys. So we're just going to be highlighting or recapping about how far we've come in the last two or 3 months, yeah?
Yeah, about
2 or 3 months. And yeah, we're going to talk about some goals as well, coming into 2021. Even for December as well, because we all know 31 days is a lot of time, guys. A lot can change. In this last month of 2020, it's been a tough year, but let's just stay optimistic and see it through, you know. So without further ado, you good, my dog?
Always good, bro.
Yeah.
Good to be back, actually.
Alright.
Missed the last episode. I was there in the background.
Yeah, damn.
But I guess, you know, Shamira held the fort.
Yes,
so well done for that.
Shout out.
So, you know, like you mentioned that we're going to be doing goals. I think it's very important. This is my favorite time of the year to start planning my goals because, you know, in corporate, a lot of the times December is either super busy or it's dead. It's one of the two, right? So in my life, it's going to be a quiet December, so I'll have more time to complete my own personal goals. You know, during the day. So basically, I think when starting goals, guys, it's very important to understand that you want to set a goal that has an action in it, right? So for example, you can't say that you want to be closer to God, right? That's not a goal. Like, that's a dream, bro.
Yeah.
Like, saying you want to be closer is a dream. But if you're saying you're going to recite the Bible every night, that's a goal, right? Because you already said you set an action in there to recite every night. That's the action, you know, and that's a goal. So my top 5 goals that I would usually work with is something to do with my finances, right? So in 2021, what do I want to change about my finances? Is it, do I want to get out of debt, right? If that is the goal, you need to put a plan to that as well, right? So maybe the goal is to spend, well, number one, first analyze how much you spent on takeaways, right? And then get that amount for the year, put an Excel spreadsheet, put out all the amounts for the year, and let's say it came out to 5,000 for the year, right? And you want to spend less on that, because you manage your finances, take out 2,500 from that and only spend 2,500 for the month or the year, depending how much takeout you have, right? So start with your finances, do something that's also personal to you. So it could be a character trait. Maybe you want to be a bit more respectful. Maybe you want to, you know, be more accountable. You know, there's those type of goals that you should put into place. The third goal I would put in is travel. Right? So we all know 2020 was a year for absolutely no travel. So that was pretty shit because I actually had a trip planned and it didn't go well. So, you know,
where you went to?
Thailand, bro.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, so that trip got cancelled because lockdown level 5 hit.
Fucking cool.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, you know, and then so a travel goal is very important because you know, if things do start opening up a lot more, you can start traveling overseas and so forth. You know, so you want to have a travel goal. Traveling helps broaden your whole mindset. Like I said, we're a third world country, so if you go to a first world country, it's completely different to what's happening there and what's happening here. It's not the same, right? And the fourth goal would be something spiritual, right? I said you can't be setting the goal to be closer to God, but that's not a goal; it's a dream, right? So something spiritual, if that's what you want to do. The last one I would definitely go with is a career goal. So if you are unemployed, if you are employed but you want to go further, you know, if you want to start your own business, those are all career goals, right? So, you know, write them down, get them listed. It can be as many as you want. It can be 5, even 5. It can be even 2, as long as you got a goal for that.
Yeah.
Right. and write it down. Keep it in a place that's visible. Right. So I have a sixth goal actually. So the sixth goal would be if you do have a partner, make sure you have some couple goals. That can include traveling. It could be including date nights regularly. You know, it could be stuff like that. Just to keep that couple relationship going stronger. You know. But yeah, those are the goals that I had. Like I said, keep it somewhere that's visible. It can be more than one place. It can be like on your desk. It could be on your bedside. It could be on your wall. You can keep it anywhere that's just visible, where you're forced to look at your goals every day. And make sure you set timelines to it. You know, there's a common concept of creating SMART goals. SMART. So if you're creating SMART goals, you know, then you create something specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Right. So that's what SMART is. You can just Google the term and how it works. So basically, just creating a goal that consists of all of that. Right. So try and get that in. Like I said, goals have to have actions, and otherwise, it's just a dream, bro. You're gonna be dreaming about having that nice car for the rest of your life if there's no goals no actions behind the goals, right? So that's I think very important for 2021. Get your goals in order. Take a weekend, and just write down your goals. You know, go to a creative space, sit in a restaurant, start writing. To really clear your mind. Go alone if you're comfortable being alone. Go with friends if you want, but you can be more distracted. So go ahead, guys. Write down those goals. You'll see them on screen. So yeah, go for it.
That's a good one, bro. I like that. You know, and I think another thing I just want to add on to there, bro, especially with the finance part, is that, you know, for a lot of people, this whole lockdown was kind of like a nail in the coffin, you know.
Major setback.
Major. I don't know, someone died. So let's say major setback. You know, for a lot of people, I'm not going to generalize and say everyone, because a lot of people obviously benefited from COVID. A lot of people, you know, a lot more people, in fact, did not benefit from lockdown. So I feel like this year was more about like survival, though, if you think about it. You know, on one hand, you have to protect yourself from not getting infected, you know, because you don't know what's going to happen if you get infected. You know, on the other hand, you have to kind of like, if you're retrenched or if your salary was halved, or I mean, there were so many implications that COVID had, though. So I feel like on one hand, if you are negatively affected by COVID, you know, you're probably in that survival mindset, you know, especially if you were like a breadwinner or you were a co-breadwinner, so to speak. I think also people need to, if you're saying financial goals, they need to start living within their means. You know what I mean? So I think we need to adopt a more frugal attitude coming into 2021. You know, we need to start living below our means, like you said. Set financial restrictions, you know. If you're going to take away, if you're going to do takeaways, do them to a certain extent, you know. Otherwise, you know, stock up on groceries at home, save a lot more. Don't take that car financing if you can't afford it, you know. Don't take the clothing account if you can't afford that. Just live below your means. I do believe it's still going to take time to recover. A lot of time. So people, I think it's now is the time to be very, very realistic about where you actually stand financially. You know, those of you who obviously don't have the finances, I'm talking to them, but obviously we do know that people who are, you know, didn't even feel the COVID impact in terms of the lockdown as well. So I think that's a nice one, with the goals. Financial goals, and then I think that's it, bro. That's for me personally. I also have financial goals. Because of the COVID as well, and fitness goals as well. I think that's one. I don't know why you didn't mention it, bro. Because
personal, bro. I'll tell the personal.
Oh, personal goals. So fitness goals. I think that's it for me, bro. Financial fitness, and then career as well, because I want to see my business flourishing. You know. So I think.
Bro. So it really doesn't matter, like, you know, how you place it in terms of headings, right? You can go detailed to the point where you like health, and separate your personal from your health, you know. But I just gave you guys the broadest terms because a lot can go under there. I mean, you could set 100 goals, and you don't have to achieve all 100 in the year. It's 100 goals, right? It's what you want to achieve. Obviously, you have ones you need to meet sooner than later. Focus on those first. The other ones, you can always focus on as you're going along. Bro.
Yeah. No, definitely. And please, let's actually be serious, for once. This thing's of the New Year's resolution.
Bro.
Oh, I wanna lose 10 kgs by December, but you end up being even bigger than what you were. At the start of the year. Or I wanna save for a trip to wherever, but you in more debt. Yeah, because I think for me, like, the biggest thing is debt, bro. Like what you said. Because I think people really need to attack debt aggressively, dog. Just shave off certain things that are unnecessary and kill off any unnecessary debt, just 100%. To get you that much closer to some sort of financial freedom. In 2021, 2022, or 2030 or whatever. So I like those goals.
So even on that, bro, there's a book that I read, bro. The book's title is called Manage Your Money Like a Fucking Grown Up. Right? That's the book's title. A local author, and she I read the book and it was really helpful because it spoke to South African context. And the book is very friendly, bro. Like it's reading like you're having a conversation with someone, so you can relate easily to it. In that book she has a few tips on how to cut down debt as well. In terms of your Netflixes, your DSTVs, having the premiums, having having the most expensive Netflix package, when you could literally I could just sell you my profile, bro, and you could pay me half the price for my Netflix and we could both use it. There's there's things like that you could do instead of having to pay a full amount for something. There's those options, and you read about them in the book as well. She also has investments, what to invest in at a young age, right? So that book speaks a lot more to people I would go with teens and also 20s to 30s, right? If you are just trying to understand life after school, that I found that book very helpful.
Just if anyone has obviously some financial personal goals of their own, feel free to share them in the comment box. If you feel as if there are certain tips you also want to share on how you were emancipated from financial debt, please feel free to share them as well. So let's smash goals in 2021 and beyond as well. This wasn't just stop in 2021. And let's travel, bro. Let's travel, bro.
Let's travel, bro.
Life's short, bro.
Damn. Bro, in most places, bro.
Life's short, bro.
Like you can't be missing things, bro.
Definitely, bro. I think for me, dog, my biggest travel goal for next year is, like I told you, I want to go to Cape Town. So if I really don't go to Cape Town, dog, I don't know what I want to do myself, dog.
Bro. I mean, even if you accomplish that one goal, because you've been wanting it for so long, bro. It's gonna happen, bro.
It has to, bro. I mean, I haven't even been on a plane, right? I'm fucking 20. I'm not gonna reveal my age, but fucking 20 something. So that's a good one, bro.
No, bro, but we get there. We manifested, bro.
Definitely.
I think we had that episode with Noni, which was quite exciting, which she actually said, you gotta feel the energy, you gotta manifest it, whatever, bro. So that episode was quite inspiring. So
what episode was it again?
This is episode 10, bro.
Episode 10.
Yeah.
Check out episode 10, guys. Very, very insightful interview. If you missed it, that is very insightful interview, in depth of everything that's around it, So, especially speaking of episodes, bro. What is your most favorite episode?
I would actually go with the relevant skills for 2021. For the main reason that I'm in corporate, right? So I see a lot of where it's heading, and you hear about it. Obviously, you can't disclose it straight away, but you hear about what's happening. And you talk to other people who's also in corporate. It's like, why aren't you guys doing this? And they're like, no, we're on the journey to get there. But you always feel like, we're ahead. But the thing is, it's not even a competition, bro. It's that you gotta focus on what skills are fading away and what skills are coming in, and you gotta either be able to adapt to that, or you adapt or lose, bro. Like you're gone. And there's no option to, especially when you're employed. And even with businesses, let's give a good example. The PPE stuff, right? The personal protection equipment. Right. So all that stuff, the masks, the sanitizers, the
face shield,
the shields, all of that stuff, bro. But when COVID hits, a very good amount of people managed to capitalize on that. The rest who came in a bit later, I don't know, bro. It was too tight, and they made. When people were making this much profit, they made this much.
It's difficult.
So it was tough, bro. So that's why I say you gotta stay ahead of the game, know the trends, know what's happening, so you can also move before the other person moves, well, the country moves.
Yeah, definitely. And yours, Shamira?
My best episode was the one with Noni, of course. I definitely really took what she said to heart, especially about manifesting and bringing that. She was so full of you gotta really believe in what you want. It was definitely inspiring.
Yeah.
Yours?
I think for me it's an e-funding one.
Oh, the funding, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a bit personal. I've used one, I know how others work, I know people in others as well, so it's always something that I'm always in tune with, you see, so it's a bit personal. I like sharing such things. You know, it shocks me that there's a lot of young entrepreneurs who actually don't know that there's these platforms that are out there, you know, so I was actually happy that we managed to share just a few platforms or organizations that actually help you know, grow the business there, you know. In terms of if they are effective, I really don't know. I don't know what.
It depends on the person, bro.
Yeah, it depends on the person. You know? So I don't even know what measuring stick we can use to see if it is effective. But I think I like that one just for the fact that it was informative.
It was, yeah. I mean, I didn't even know half of those things. In fact, most of those things I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah. So I like that, you know, considering the fact that now with the rising unemployment rate, you know. It is, I feel like, personally, I feel like it's a call for small businesses to step up now, because I feel like those are the people that will absorb most of especially the graduates, you know, we're having hundreds and thousands of graduates coming into the thing, you know. Even before we get to graduates, it's like we're in this rush to check out matrics, you know, you see this rush now, let's right now, everything was pressed, but you ask yourself, where are these matrics going?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
What's the rush?
You know what I mean? So even for those who don't qualify for your the viable varsities, they get dumped in TVET colleges and these other colleges. They get there, the facilities, the infrastructure, the whole curriculum system is a mess.
Yep.
You know, so it's just a whole system that needs to be overhauled and revitalized and rejuvenated, and hopefully we can output a lot of very, very talented young individuals who hopefully, you know, build some very small businesses and startups as well. You know, I love startups. Bro.
Yeah, bro. Me too.
So startups and just really start, you know, driving economic growth so people can start getting employed, bro. So,
and I think that local support, like you said, bro, that's going to play a big role, especially, you know, agricultural sectors.
Yeah, bro.
It's going to play a big role, bro. You got to support the local. I mean, there's always a big stores. They're always going to be here. If they're not here, they'll go to another country.
Definitely.
They'll find their space there. The small companies they're not gonna find another country, bro. Like, this is all they have.
Definitely.
No, I agree, bro, 100%.
Yeah, so I really like that episode, bro. Definitely.
No, it's awesome.
What we wanted to say for now. Thank you for supporting us thus far, guys. The engagement, the love, the support has been very, 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 very amazing. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, it gives us that extra kick.
To keep going.
To keep going. You know, we do believe this is a very influential platform, or it has the potential to be.
Yeah.
And we will be bringing in more exciting guests, people from different industries. We will be tackling topics that are very sensitive or delicate or very vital to a lot of people.
And I think personal, bro.
Yeah, personal as well.
To get that mindset going as well.
So we've been brainstorming a lot of dope content ideas, and so 2021 is going to be a big year for Think Differently. I proclaim it now. So watch the space, guys. Definitely.
100%, bro. Guys, thanks so much. You know, it's been quite amazing. We've been doing shoots every Sunday. It does get exhausting, but thanks to the team for you know, never quitting and making sure we're always there. And thank you guys for all the following and you know, the viewership. It's greatly appreciated. If we change one person's lives, that's literally all we aim for. We're not aiming for 1,000 members to start subscribing or whatever. We're aiming for people to have an impact from what we do. So thanks guys. See you guys in 2021.
Peace.